We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Florida moves to recovery mode. China hacks the U.S. Inflation rises more than expected, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Florida assesses the damage from the deadly Hurricane Milton. The storm made landfall as a Category 3 near Siesta Key, Florida on Wednesday night, killing at least 10 people and causing up to $75 billion in damages. The roof of Tropicana Field, the stadium of the Major League Baseball Tampa Bay Rays, was destroyed. A construction crane was toppled from a high-rise in St. Petersburg, scattering debris. Officials said more than 18 inches of rain fell on the city, and more than 3 million Floridians lost power. Despite all the damage, it could have been worse. President Biden said life-saving measures did make a difference, while Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said Milton ultimately did not become the worst-case scenario. The pace of rising inflation over the past year was higher than forecast in September, while jobless claims posted an unexpected jump following Hurricane Helene, according to the Labor Department. The Consumer Price Index, a broad gauge measuring the costs of goods and services across the U.S. economy, increased at a seasonally adjusted 0.2% for the month, putting the annual inflation rate at 2.4%. Both readings were 0.1 percentage point above the Dow Jones consensus. Initial filings for unemployment benefits took an unexpected turn higher, hitting a seasonally adjusted 258,000 for the week ending October 5th. That was the highest total since August 5th, 2023, a gain of 33,000 from the previous week and well above the forecast for 230,000. Continuing claims, which run a week behind, rose to 1.861 million, an increase of 42,000. Israel was once again hit by a terror attack on Wednesday. Rockets landed in the city in Israel's northeastern region, killing 2 people. Further south on Israel's north-central coastline, a knife-bearing terrorist took off on a moped in Hadera, hitting 4 different parts of the city and wounding 8 people in a stabbing attack. According to Hillel Yaffe Medical Center in Hadera, the 8 people injured in the rampage were being treated, including 1 victim who is in grave condition and 1 in critical condition. 4 of the victims were described as in moderate condition, while another was lightly injured. U.S. officials are racing to understand the full scope of a China-linked hack of major U.S. broadband providers as concerns mount from members of Congress that the breach could amount to a devastating counterintelligence failure. Federal authorities and cybersecurity investigators are probing the breaches of Verizon Communications, AT&T, and Lumen Technologies. A stealthy hacking group known as Salt Typhoon, tied to Chinese intelligence, is believed to be responsible. The compromises may have allowed hackers to access information from systems the federal government uses for court-authorized network wiretapping requests, according to the Wall Street Journal. Among the concerns are that the hackers may have essentially been able to spy on the U.S. government's efforts to surveil Chinese threats, including the FBI's investigations. The House Select Committee on China sent letters Thursday asking the 3 companies to describe when they became aware of the breaches and what measures they are taking to protect their wiretap systems from attack. Senator Josh Hawley sent letters to U.S. Secret Service and the Department of Homeland Security leaders on Wednesday detailing a new whistleblower claim that Secret Service leadership is trying to hide the level of protection given to former President Donald Trump. The letter to the United States Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe and DHS Inspector General Joseph Cutfari alleges a whistleblower's claimed that government auditors are being denied access to certain Trump campaign events in an effort to hide these apparent protection shortfalls for the former president. You, of course, have publicly stated that former President Trump is receiving the highest level of Secret Service protection and that he's getting everything. This new whistleblower's information troublingly contradicts your public statements, Hawley wrote in his letter to Roe. In his letter to Kafari, Hawley said the new whistleblower's allegations say Secret Service headquarters blocked several of your auditors from accessing recent Trump campaign events. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.